How y'all doing, y'all? This is part 2 of the Steel Samurai case from the other video. So, how y'all doing? I wanted to say something to y'all, and I don't know, like when I talk in my videos, cause I just reviewed the first part. Like, I realized, like when I talk, like I can't really understand myself, like, and that's a big problem, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm so sorry, y'all. Like, for people that really enjoy me as a creator, and like, you can barely understand me and shit, bro. I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna try harder to like read better, bro. Cause that's not like, I don't know. I feel like that's lazy work, you know. Oh, Mr. Wright. Yes. Why do you look so unhappy? Nothing. really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? She looks even happier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel so practically close to him. There's no need for the dead people jokes, please. You know we're gonna need. Sorry, y'all. You know we're getting into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix. It's that or lose the child. This isn't going to be easy. Court is now session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Esworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studio. Today, I would like to show the evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Esworth. I wonder if he'll be the producer. The prosecution call Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Order, Director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude! Don't you know me? I'm the director. I make you kill sandwiches, noob. Frog on my ass. Salmonella. I'm a director of television. Were you at the Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify on the court about the events of the day. Phoenix, let's start by picking his testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting it on the person. I was at the studio from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. I took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in a meeting until 4 o'clock, so around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Sherman's death was 2:30, and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Person. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no, I come here on all sorts of hours. It's an industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freezing industry. Still, I was pretty busy all that day. Tell us more about that. What exactly did they have for lunch? She was steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, they were playing some balls on the employee area. Everyone else, meaning the witness, did not eat with them. Okay, I'm just saying. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not once, but once he sweated so much, I wonder if only I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up. I'll wait for one to come up and I'll hit him with it. Phoenix. If his alibi holds powers and finish. Press him as hard as you can and find out where he's lying. Right. An employee area? That's right. It was the first scene between the sheriff samurai and the evil magistrate. Anyone else have to run through? Was anybody else have to run through? Oh yeah, the security lady was standing there watching the whole time. She was trained on hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has a long for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story in our budget? Get this. The sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripture words are not appropriate for children. Can you just believe that? Actually, I kind of can. Nobody else at the table during the whole meeting? Why did it go so long? I'm pretty sure you already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during this run-through, see? Alright, just a minute. What's your question? That should be missing my lunch. There was one part where he's stuttering. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no shaking on this. Can you just believe it? It's a little vague. Actually, there's something bothering me. Mr. Manila, just now, you said steak at least. So you ate something other than steak. Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to stab out the starvation. I see. Is that all? I was sure I was onto something. I just fucked myself up. Your Honor, that statement contradicts his evidence. I don't know what to do, bro. I'm actually like stuck right now. It's crazy. Objection! Ah! What do I do, bro? I'm lost. Like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I don't know what the fuck this nigga's lying about, man. Objection! I don't know what to do. Objection! I'm fucked, bro. I don't know. I'm fucked. I don't know what to do. I'm finna just present some shit and then... I really don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. What did you watch? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were two plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. That T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I bought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly, man, who has to eat? I suspected this much. When did you exactly eat it? We took one break during the meeting. I wolfed it down. Wait a second. If they took a break in the meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press him on that a little bit more.
Hold it!
What were you discussing? Okay.
Hold it!
Well, you just say you had a break. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not one. Oh, what's he sweating so much about one? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press him harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate the T-bone steak during a break? Rolling off around. Well, Mr. Manella, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, good job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on a witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. It's worth just laughing. I don't even know how to say still a warrior, but whatever. Yeah, FYI, we took a break rolling on the floor. But it was only 15 minutes. That's only 13 in base 12. There ain't no time for anyone to say commit murder in Studio 1. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. Okay. I don't think it will be even enough time for that. That's just me. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. But it was only 15-minute break. No, press him on that. It wasn't 15 minutes. How long was it for real? What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? What were those two plates on the table? There were two plates on the table. Oh, right. There were one under one with Diva. Sorry, the Reese's plate. Request the producer? To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. I ain't nothing showing some murders. Commit murder in Studio 1. I have to say, you look like you're a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast. Well, I was fixing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even if I have to take my time eating that kind of food. Well, Phoenix, that testimony was too short to write any of the useful information out of it. All you have to do is prove that he is able to go to Studio 1 in that time. Oh, great, if that is all. I'd say from 2:30 or 2:45. 2:30. That's the time of the death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed him, and came back. I guess it's possible time was. What? Dude, oh my god, bro. What do I do? I'm so confused. Kind of like... How? What the fuck, bro? Like, I'm confused. What the fuck are they talking about? Like, they just think this shit is so obvious. It's not fucking obvious, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm fucked. Oh my god, that's all I had to do. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any one of them to go to the Studio 1. What? Something's wrong, Mr. Wright. Surely you aren't suggesting one of those people in the trailer went to the Studio 1. Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. If I agree to let everyone in the trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at age 22 at the exact time of the break-in and meeting. With that 15-minute murder is a strange possibility. Although I got the judge thinking now. Just get this. Never dull moment with you, Mr. Rush. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record. Surely you know that from 2:15 to 4, the path was blocked. The path between the studios was blocked. Mistress Monkey's head had been falling across the path. Whoa, you're right. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of the death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fellow and Mrs. Monkeyhead buried the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Ezra has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. The counter argument, Mr. Wright? I'm afraid you lose this round. I believe you have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over. Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. That they therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, in regards to the photo of Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. Although, all that is lacking decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If he had, I'm afraid I would have found Mr. Powers guilty. No. The prosecution is pleased to have announced that we have indeed have a decisive evidence. The prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence of witness. I just be adding words and saying shit, y'all. It's crazy. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me we're giving up. If you give up, what the hell do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in that trailer could not have gone to the Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. Oh, what will happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to the children and everyone after all. You. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one for the kids. Let's do this. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern, as our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case. We were worried that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel question. Nice to see Edgeworth taking a moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hickens to the stand. Look at this lemon. Your Honor, perhaps you can arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guards, please bring my box. One of those donut crates you do. There you go. Will the witness state his name and his grade in school? Witness! What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody? Answer this question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in the 2nd grade. feeling this is going to be a long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. With this, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at the Global Studios on the day of incident? You got a problem with that? Please tell me, what happened? What you saw that day? What? Pops, you want me to tell you what? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just Mr. Edgeworth to do. I prefer bearded gentleman. A very long day. Mr. The photographic material is strictly prohibited in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it at all. I don't really use it all that good, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of that in the court record. This is gonna be a long case, man. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident. I wanted to see a samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. I went through the woods on the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came by the studio, there was a still samurai. It totally rocked before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. Of course, the still samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. Defendants may begin this cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults see in here, honestly. We see in here. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna take like a big break, bruh. Hold on.
2,000 years later.
Alright, so y'all, this is the very next day of the trial because I was getting a little bit tired. My voice was getting tired. I was getting a little bit frustrated by the trial. So this is the next day. So yeah, but we back in this trial with Mia. What do we do now, Mia? Yeah, we already went through all this. I went through the other shit, the other little trial and shit. But yeah, bro, they finna call little dudes to the stand and stuff, bro. And yeah. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witnesses at grade school attended. Oh wait, we already did this. Okay, we already did this. Yeah, we get his little ass some boxes. Get his little ass some boxes. There you go. Oh, no, whatever. And then he finna say that he seen the samurai witness. Yeah, he finna At least we got Mia, and Mia gonna put us in the right position for us to win this case. Yeah, and then he did all this right here. Called their ass old. Got his camera. Phoenix. Okay, read a note on the camera. Okay, this is where I left off right here. Okay, his testimony. I wanted to see a samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went down to the studio that day. I went through the woods off to the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out about the studio, there he was, the still samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes came out the bad man. Of course, the still samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Alright. Very well. The defense may begin his cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Okay, you wanted to see it? Okay, just once. Found a map on the internet. That's pressing my body. Where you find? How you get the map? What was the day that? What was that day the first time you been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple times. I never managed to get there on rehearsal day. And the security lady's always yelling. Right. Please continue. Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. Am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. Wait. I went through the rules after the path so that old lady would have catch me. Wait, hold on. Wait. Press him on that. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in the alley there. If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost in the way though for about 30 minutes. All right, press on that. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? I don't really know what to do, y'all. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like, he was dead. I guess he is a real pro. Like, what a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. Oh, I'm stuck right now, y'all. I guess they're killing the Phoenix. Remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. I really don't know what to say. You really like to steal Samurai, y'all? Of course I do. I taped every show, and I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, dude. Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. Huh? So you went straight to the studio? I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. Still fuck right here, though. Yeah, because it's like... Because he's just saying stuff like... I'm trying to see how I go about it. Okay. I'm just gonna try this. I know it's gonna fail, but it's like, nigga, that's what it was. Are you serious, Cody? What did you just say, Cody? What you said just seems a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Cody, you shouldn't be lying here. You understand that, right? That's alright. The word with you? Uh-oh, I was putting pressure on too much. What is this digital camera contraption you're speaking about? Oh my god, you're old as fuck. It's a digital camera, y'all. It's a kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you want to bring your camera on a trip to the studio. You did bring it, didn't you?
Objection!
Go ahead, Edward. It's alright. How cruel are you to torture a poor child, sir? I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? But yeah, so I have my camera with me. What? So what? You got a problem with that? So he was capping. He was capping. So you did have a camera. And what did you use? Did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was so glued to the action I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Okay. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination?
Hold it!
So you're watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No? Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Okay, ask him about the Steel Samurai. What did you do after the bad guy failed, Cody? Actually, the fight was so intense I got kind of scared. So I went straight home. Something is added up here. Something about his account doesn't seem right. Phoenix. It doesn't seem right because he's been deliberately vague. Press him on the facts, Phoenix. Find out what he saw.
Hold it!
So you watched it the whole time.
Hold it!
Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do that? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, and a samurai chop, and a samurai slap. Something like that. He's being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Before you say you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yeah, you missed the most important part.
Objection!
Go ahead, Ezra, say something. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated that he saw what he saw quite clearly.
Objection!
You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer used a samurai slash. My point is this, Cody. You may have seen some of the samurai steel samurai fights. I'm fucking dyslexic. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow. I think I said samurai steel. Like a steel samurai. Order. Mr. Word. How could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody use the climate? Why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Ward, the answer? We will have asserted that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't the fight have the climax? Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age?
Objection!
Just a moment, please. One thing he's become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He's watching the Steel Samurai fight, like on TV. They don't hold up in court. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. Huh? I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. And Mr. Rife, do you have another explanation? We have started this. What? Whatsoever.
Take that!
Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with this operation. I'm aware of that too. Oh, Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he's looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Person not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize that there was no way he could have stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there's only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having you just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climate of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. But right, me and me's business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once again. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Oh shit! Look at him crying. I feel kind of bad now. yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held on my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's what happened, yo. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Rice? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. So then it's like, yeah, bro, you figure it out, bro. Like, we don't care. They don't like, come on, bro. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had escaped from the clutches of the villain.
Hold it!
So you did see the beginning of the fight. Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely?
Hold it!
That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. Ooh, I would have once if I got the one. Did he really not take a picture? Not even once? Press him hard. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. He took a picture. Hey! Bullseye. Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
Hold it!
You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your most beloved Steel Samurai, victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep picture like that? It's been becoming less and less corruptive. I better find a clear contradiction or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's lying about. Maybe this book right here.
Objection!
Try this. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you followed it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to like every live performance. I always take a picture with the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Well, was damn. I got them all. Never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you were just erasing. What do you keep it for your album? Mr. Roy, what exactly is this album? You own as fuck. It's called The Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find that very odd, Your Honor? Among all his photos, all his pictures, the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Roy, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defended his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly your point, Your Honor. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait. No way. Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what the truth it is. Mia, are you sure about this? Are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes. I'm pretty sure that what you're thinking is right now. Tell him, Phoenix. Tell him what the truth is. It's alright. Explain to the court what's going on here. Why exactly was there no picture in the photo album for the day of the murder? Why would the boy have arrested photo took? I can only think of one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted these photos. Oh, that's actually kind of clean. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, am I right, aren't I? I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible. This Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take the picture. The same reason he erased the precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. He had to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. The Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order. I will have order. Witness, I mean, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Knock his ass down. That's why you don't bring kid to court. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't win. And then he didn't move. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Edgeworth, why do you always try to like follow someone up with like some bullshit? It's like, if this is real court, Edgeworth, you would be like, the judge would like bro, oh my, I hate, oh man. Yeah, according to your witness testimony, the Steel Samurai was the only one who failed. That's alright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. Error? What's this all about? If you understand what really happens, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was a victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was a Steel Samurai. Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the accident scene run-through at that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Obag said in her testimony? On that day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see Porter O'Hammer? No. He already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee off the area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would this victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange, but it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. Let us see it. Let me get that, Cody. What? Show us, quick. No way, man. You're not if you're gonna look at me like that. No. Here, this is it. Let me see that, Cody. Who is that? Oh, that's vital. He not even limping either. Well, looking at this, it's a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Elder. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, but this doesn't look like it's proof that we need. No, I'll keep that bitch. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo's all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may you see that photo one more time? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know with this in this photo. His leg. Find an inconsistency in this photo.
Take that!
I think it's here. You seem to be like every.
Take that!
It's right here. It's still samurai? Yeah.
Objection!
Right. There's no time for daydreaming and pointless fortifications. Think about your client and when you're forced to listen to your rambling. Mr. Wright, please rethink your position.
Take that!
I think it's here. What the fuck do they want me to point to, nigga? Huh?
Take that!
Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate? Oh, I thought they was talking about their leg or his leg or the spear not being taped, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm dumb. Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate? The number? Yes. It's hard to see, but it was hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct? I believe Mr. Ezra sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shot along with the rest of them. I'll use the studio guide back. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here's the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place.
Take that!
Here, at Studio 2. That will explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the 2 child. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could have not gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones in access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there's only a trailer in Studio 2. On that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting of correspondence to the time of the death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella said Mr. D. Vasquez was outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order. The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was at Studio 2. The person that was the security guard was Mrs. Oldbag, was the victim that saw Mr. Jack claiming. Mr. Jack Hammond, for some reason, stole the steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
Objection!
This is madness. Jack Hammond is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting that he did it so he could cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Well, or do you have proof? Give me proof that Jerome stole the costume. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Ward? That's right. Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's the proof that Mr. Jarvis on the costume.
Take that!
This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee room. The same table where Mr. Jackhammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. The bottle does raise some suspicion, yes. But there's no proof Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. An idea? Very well. Let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on his bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of this bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. The court will suspend the proceeding on the current trial for today. Cody Hackett's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Mr. Obad may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1 but Studio 2. And those in the trailer had some time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? And also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Willpowers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Bad. Very well. Court is adjourned. October 19th, too. Alright, let me order my food real quick. I'm hungry. I had to order me some Chick-fil-A. I forgot I ate Sunday today. Phew! That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Oh, really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back then. Me too. Me too, shit. Dead? Oh, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I was kidding. I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right. Thanks. October 19th, 327. Rector Cole's law offices. Is Maya back or Mia here? That was a close one. Huh? Mia? Really? Really? It's so bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Huh. Maya! So what happened? Well, I think I got a good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Well, wow, good acting, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new court system that they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They have so many cases in the system, they decided to speed up the whole process. So under the system trials, you have to end it in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we have no time to waste. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh? Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is. What? Who? Maya was Maya always inside of me? That's why she's good to have around. Need somebody like that. Wait till she get like 25, boy, she gonna be golden, boy. She gonna be smart as shit. She's only 17 right now. Oh my god, look at this bitch. October 19th, Global Studios, main gate. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really, really peaceful like this. Nick? I think our guard's down. Yeah. I bet we could even eat those donuts in the studio, in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive. I was wondering about D. Verquest, the studio producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs. Left hand. She always gets in her way. She seems better. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Oh, Mr. Hammer. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today. Cheeky wet snapper. Poor Mr. Hammer. You jack his star down on a star and step on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I forgot. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed. You listen to me when this happened. My poor old Hammer would have never done such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he can sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. Is it possible? Manella. Can I ask you about Sal Manella, the director? Sal? He's softened and pushed over. That's whatever Sam Quest tells him. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Maya, you would be surprised. You would be surprised. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. You would be surprised. Promise you. Hey. Oh, Mrs. Obed. What? Get that filth out of my sight. And you're claiming that's Mr. Poirot Hammer? And I thought you were such an incident. I thought you were such an innocent youth. Bah. Okay, so she not talking about shit. Okay. Computer. The computer that runs the studio's cameras. Huh? It looks like it's been turned off for the day. So they still hiding stuff? October 19th, Studio 1, entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the steel samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer? Maya, you might be onto something, you know? You might be onto something, Maya. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey, Nick. It's Mr. Black Quest. Hello? H-E-L-L-O. H-E-L-L-O. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Mr. Hammer. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really taking me off. Buck her ass. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fake blood speaks to me. I know it. Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. You must talk about that, man. Perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh dear. So she's just like not trying to talk to us. This is where Sam Manila and D-Quest 8. There's nothing left on the place. Hey Nick, so the 18 don't stay too? Something wrong? I don't know. I'm getting a funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say I do. Okay. Alright, y'all. I'm about to go eat real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, y'all. Bro, Chick-fil-A is so good, bro. Fire. Chick-fil-A is fire. I'm so sorry. Alright, anyway, alright, let's move. And then let's go to the trailer. Manila in here, he gotta be. October 19th, Studio 2 trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it seems pretty messy in here. I guess he was still on a hire from getting that red car she needed. He's saying that. I guess he's still on a hire from getting that red car she needed. And then, no clues. No clues. No clues. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was only one of those. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with the samurai on the horse. Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, designing the set. They have some figures for how much they cost. I can't believe they spent that much money on sets. Yes, a lot of money. No clues here. Alright, let's go to the employee office. There's nothing in here. Like, okay, trash. Nothing in here. Employee office. There you go. December 19th, Global Studios, employee art area. I guess they're not filming today either. I didn't want to see them film just one time. Nigga, somebody just died, Maya. The trailer will be over and done by tomorrow. You can see them film later. I guess. This is where you found a bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah. No touching. Eek. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean to. I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. Dramatic quick. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic quick indeed. Hey, Gumshoe, like, I don't know how you still got a job, gang. When, hey, I don't like you, Gumshoe, because you straight buried the stand on me, took that witness, and it turned out that he did better for me than worse. So how are you a detective, bruh? How are you still a detective, bruh? Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for the sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Tracy's there for it. You suck. You suck as a detective, bro. I don't know. You suck. So you're looking for the traces of the sleeping pills? How? For a through examination. A through examination. I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursor examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills you see. These traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? No, everything in due time, pal. Wow, the testing solution on the plate changed colors, alright. So the food on the plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Stay plate added to the court record. The investigation. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the court we already have against Powers. Case against me, Powers. Sorry, guys. Ooh, Chick-fil-A. Ooh, 5-piece. Ooh, sheesh. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure about a case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth though. Why do y'all feel bad for Edgeworth? Like, this dude is a scum. He's scum, bruh. How's Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He's in a waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the free Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, that bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found a victim jackhammer's prints on that bottle. Let's go! So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. I was right! Sleeping pills added to the court record. Good shit, Gumshoe. Let me examine real quick, Gumshoe. The thing's still closed. The grade's still lying there. They seen some wisdom at last. They know if they fix it, I just kick it off again. Okay, boy. That poor assistant. Okay. Let's move, and then let's go to the dressing room, because I know Manel. I know he is. October 19th, Global Studios, dressing room. Empty dressing rooms like this are kind of lonely, aren't they? I'm sure Mr. Powers will be back soon. He'll be fine. Yeah. Examine. Let's examine the bed now. Okay. Here, the SP took a nap here, like you said. Okay. I'm sure being drugged counts as taking a nap. It really does. Like, there's some regular suits among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. Okay. Go to the detention center. October 19th, detention center. Visit this room. Mr. Rice, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. You should have seen him, Maya. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make the account. Yeah, though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Talk to my boy. Let's talk to him about everybody. Could you tell me more about Miss Varquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares to tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we have nothing but hits. Global Studios was in on its knees, but she picked it right up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight to video director, but something in his work caught Varquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Not everyone knows this name, Salmonella. I heard he's pretty much at the beacon call though. Whenever she says jump, he says how high and all that. I could imagine him being at the beacon call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Of course not. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth? Oh, yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in the business. But he just stopped taking big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Request came to Global. 5 years ago. Okay. Can I present something to him? Anything? The state. Okay, present this to him. Excuse me? This will show me that whatever it is. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the office. Let's move once more. Let's go to the studio. Let's move, right? No. Talk. I wonder if I can get that key from her. Move. Okay, studio 1. Move once more. Studio 2. Talk. She won't talk. She still won't talk. Okay. Move. Go to the trailer. Still can't do nothing. Okay, move. Outside. Move. Trailer. No. Okay. Studio 2. What would Salmonella be though? Okay. Go back to the employee office and see if he Okay, there we go. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore. What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yeah, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yeah. On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? Yeah, I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumors must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Mrs. Marquez, that producer, has some kind of hold on Hammer. She has some dirt on him. He'd do anything else. She'd do anything he said apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? What dirt? I'm sorry. Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using a new studio, Studio 2. some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? Was that the trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean the last episode, Steel Samurai episode? I know it's a shock, but it's nothing that can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I heard that the Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what the Global Studio decided. An incident 5 years ago. Yeah, it's Studio 2. The trailer there was a part of the film set. Could you tell us what happened? Sorry. I don't think I can. They really don't want us to talk about it. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? How about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this.
Take that!
And this is a fake collection of all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just because someone knows save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what is it that the Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this incident 5 years ago. Okay. Can you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an incident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Van Quest, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Quest asked him to do. But it was an incident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if words got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Mrs. Oldbag. She was here at the studio back then, you know? Thanks. We'll try asking her if she'll talk. Thank you, Penny. Thank you. You might die, but because the studio don't fuck with people who just talk. But I appreciate it. What are you still sticking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over from me? Hell no. The old white bag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think that made the Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She started to front at her mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told you? Who did you hear that from? Nichols? Nick, Penny Nichols, the assistant we talked to. All right. Anyway, we heard about the incident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers? Dredging up dirt on someone past like that, and then the recent departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Power. And you claim that Hammer stole Power's costume? You expect me to believe this rubbish? That rubbish? Or do you have some type of proof? Proof that Hammer stole costumes. I'm sorry, Mr. Obad, but I do have proof. I can prove that.
Take that!
Here's my proof. What's an empty bottle plus of proof? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleeping nights. Where's your proof that he used those sleeping pills on Power? Oh, right here.
Take that!
Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak from us, correct? Yeah, so what? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. These are the traces of sleeping pill powers on that plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. That's your soul. Mrs. Obag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, you see. Tired of holding it all in. Mrs. Obey, you're right. 5 years ago, there was an incident, a fatal incident. What's wrong? A paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Van Quest. And she has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. And that was the beginning. After that, she became forced to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand. That poor Mr. Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Mrs. Obed. Hold on a minute. Poor Mrs. Obed. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer? Is this trailer 2 in Studio 2? Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a background on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor on the man fell on the firebox fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I didn't feel much like talking about it. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5 years ago. Damn. Nah, that's crazy. Are we finna, do we have to do the ballsy thing and move? Where? What? Where did you get that? I will. Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Mrs. Obag, Nick. Right, anyway. Mr. Van Quest, you did hide this incident to the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The win. The huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The win. Hey, Van Quest is bad, though. I ain't gonna lie. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more. Inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. She finna knock your ass off next. You can't. Well then, what was this that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Mrs. Van Quest, you were using it in your accident. You were blackmailing with Mr. Hammer, so you can control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kiss shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't put anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer went down sort of his own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What was this? What is this all about? You keep saying accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That's what I mean. There was a proof. Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run with his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard. Believe me. You believe me. You believe you me. What? I ran him hard. Believe you me? What? But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh well. She was just a big fan of Hammer, you see. She jumped on a reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She risked it out of his hands. She did. She gave him a few bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporters would need is the negatives. He could have made it a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now. Boys. Oh. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammond's dirt, no? Why would Dave request care about it at all? I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about it where we're going. So long, friends. Boys, a race away. No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. Dave request. You're coming down to the precinct with me now. Let's fucking go. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. You going down, huh? You going down? Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I didn't get many chances to practice this sort of thing. Good shit, Gumshoe. Gumshoe, you fired. We almost just died, bro. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm truly scared. Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I've wanted to say that one ever since I became a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. That's crazy. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. But who's at the bottom? Even request. Man, she's finna knock our ass clean the fuck off. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Ashworth, you open a statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory of this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on the people in present Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. That's what seems a bit on edge today. May you call your first witness, Mr. Ashworth? The prosecution calls Miss Devon Quest to the stand. Miss Devon Quest is the producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. She thinks she's so cool. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Devon Quest. I am a producer for the Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless manson. If you must personificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Ms. Ronquist. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. I entered the trailer, a little bit before noon? The meeting began at 12 sharp and it ended at 4. There was supposed to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had sat surgery. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate 2 T-bone steaks on the table in front of the table. We found Hammer's body later. We all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with all that monkey heads slapped on me. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Did she say she found the body?
Hold it!
no one leave the meeting? Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same can be said to you, Mr. Ezra. And please, stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. And when exactly was that? I forgot it. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 o'clock and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in an employee area? No. Are you always this stressed? Yes. Oh dear. Hold on. Yeah, Sad take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the studio 2 van. Oh, right. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved that she didn't eat the steak. Well, Nick, find anything? Oh, I kind of wish she said a little bit more. It's hard, though.
Objection!
What? Okay. She said some type of piece of evidence. Okay.
Objection!
Damn, bro. I'm always.
Objection!
Yeah, I don't know, shit.
Objection!
I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. Like, slap me in my face, man. I do not know. Like, I am confused.
2,000 years later.
This shit is I had to, yeah. I think after this shit, right after this case, I'm done playing this shit, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm dropping the series after this. I love this game, bro, but I'm dropping the series. I ain't gonna fake it. Cause I just had to, like, this shit don't make no sense, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like playing this game will, like, literally make me mad. So after this episode is over, I'm done with Ace Attorney. I ain't gonna lie.
Objection!
I'm done with Ace Attorney after this. Hi, as I thought. You claim you ate T-bone steak, but I say you deny. What's this, Mr. Roy? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Rice, may I remind you, it is a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, you will, if you will. Mr. Van Quest and Mr. Manella ate at the table outside the trailer. Yet, there was no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Mr. Van Quest, tell me how a person can eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone. I think I know how. You didn't eat any steak during that break. took your steak and threw it somewhere else. Like it's look, see, like I would never have figured that out, y'all. So due to that fact, bro, I think it's just not a good place for me to play this game, bro. Like I would have never figured that out if I didn't look it up. Like that's the first time I looked anything up on this game. I think I'm gonna drop this series. I don't think I can do it, y'all. I'm sorry. She. Then what's Miss McQuest doing during her break? Isn't it obvious? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Oh, you say yes, Your Honor. As Miss McQuest left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Rice, isn't that a little close? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Rice? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was wondering that today would be boring and all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vinquest. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was the murder weapon again? Oh yes, a samurai spear? Yeah. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How can I possibly use a heavy spear as a weapon? I think you will have a great deal of difficulty using it as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Yeah. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But this is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this is the spear that broke during the mortar accident run through. But someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing thick costume with this through the chest? Order. Mr. Rat, what are you driving at? Think about where you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Okay. Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell me what it was. What was the... How was Hammer killed? Well, Miss Rife, can you tell us what the murder weapon was? When I make a claim, if I couldn't tell you what the murder weapon was, I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Rice. Very well, let us see. The van. Nick, think about this some more. Huh? Think? Please. How could that possibly be a murder weapon? No, she has a point. No, Your Honor. Wait, let's see the murder weapon. Nick! Okay. Sleeping pills?
Take that!
I don't know. Like, y'all, bro, this is what I'm saying. I might know. But I don't fucking know. Like, what the fuck could have killed him? The spear? I have no clue, man. A photo, the head.
Take that!
Look at this photo. What is this? Why is that Jack Hammer standing at the top of the... Why does Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs? Order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what's this all about? The photograph was from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. This was a close-kept secret at the studio. What does that have to do with this in this current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in the photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? What? What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Damn. Has happened again. Damn, okay. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Mr. Van Quest met Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. She did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like that, Hammer had himself done 5 years. Though, whether she did it on purpose or accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is the truth? Mr. Wright, let's say for sake of the argument that the Hammer died at the trailer, you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? And it was in an even magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1? And I returned to the trailer all in the space of 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the media of the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death and carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? That wasn't enough time. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body? What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands? For instance. Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do that deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for her to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she could have carried the body.
Take that!
Mr. Van Quest, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. And there was a van there, right? And I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry his body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate's costume.
Objection!
Hold on, Mr. Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Yes, he was. Of course, Mr. Salmonella has been a conspirator. I don't know how to say the word. The body had been placed in a van and put in a costume. There's no way Miss Request could have done that wrong. And also, don't forget that she had disposed of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Mr. Van Quest, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Rice. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? So what happens next? Nope, me. Do you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean Mr. Defect Quest, it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did it, Mr. Rice? We just engaged in a battle of wits. And the results of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, this is what it says. Certainly, it does not seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If there's no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do? Mr. Request, you did it. That wasn't a question. Oh, did you do it? No. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I'm not sure the question helped the court to get any verdict. What do I do now? I'd let you testify again. Testify again? You know when to give up, Mr. Wright. No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say that what I said before, the truth is right. I've already said I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You ask the same questions to get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn! To come so far, only to fail. As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Mr. Request.
Objection!
Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well.
Objection!
Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You're not the prosecutor, are you not? You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does that make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see why we have to anything to gain by repeating it for several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see a little point in making this request repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify? Well, yes, indeed. Vaguely, I say ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But wasn't he the one who always gets a guilty verdict? This game is so frustrating, but like, I think I was gonna drop it, but I might wait a week to play the next episode because this game could get too confusing for me. Like, I know, like, it's probably really easy for some people, but for me, it's like really hard, like, for me to figure out this stuff, bro. I'm not gonna lie. After all that, Edgeworth. I was with Silent Oldback, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldback was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceeding. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Ruff, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you pair her on the spot, we're sure to fathom. Find the key, you need to twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right.
Hold it!
What time was that? We're about to meet at 5 for this, so I say it was then. When exactly did Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in the costumes, mind you. Where was the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put the studio on. You could have put Hammer in the costume with Mr. Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Didn't I just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies in the costumes? You could try to listen to what people are trying to say. But boy, the witness will continue her testimony. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says, did no one go call him? Remember. What? There was a dead body behind in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seem calm enough when I accuse you of murder. Wait a second. Wouldn't it be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and no one was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go look for a missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Reckless? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers didn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that's one of it.
Hold it!
What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived at the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Dead silence. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Everyone should do something to light things up.
Hold it!
Oh, bad. The security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right. It's still samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers basically solely on the security lady's words? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning that one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to the hammer. I don't think there's anything that I can use.
Hold it!
You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of this sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and will not question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered it for us. Covered it up for us. They must have been riding on it with all these big questions in the meeting. I'm sure professionals help her convince everyone that they didn't require questioning.
Hold it!
The script and your director notes? Yes, they're quite viable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to the studio and went for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of a rehearsal after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss McQuestion.
Objection!
Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Thank you. Ms. McQuest says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have known about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order. Mr. Edgeworth? What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by the statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Mr. McQuest, do you have an explanation? I can believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecutor is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe that there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change their testimony to reflect this reason. I knew the hammer was injured and couldn't do anything action, so I left it behind.
Hold it!
So, did you know about the injury? How did I know? How did you know about the? How did I know? Sal, he told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to pin this on her.
Objection!
Okay, there you go. You know that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Roy, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that photo is because he's pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it. It was Sal. I already said it. I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. You must have got it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Mr. Marquez. Actually, you didn't hear it. You saw Mr. Hammer walking with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, remember. Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Oh! And when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on a Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Mr. Marquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Powers was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order. I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yes, let's see what you sneak out of this one. Let's see you sneak out of this one, Vanquist. This is very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want to kill Mr. Herman dead? Yes, he fell out of a hard time, but he was a star. I have nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed him? Is there a reason? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove that she had a motive? Of course I did. Okay, I have proof. I'll show it to you right here. I present to the court the evidence witness. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. This is... I'm right, aren't I, Mr. Vanquist? Last quest. 5 years ago, Mr. Herman was at the height of his fame when D. Vanquist's help and a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, this case currently up for the trial. It began on the day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, the incident Mr. Hammond's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down. No doubt. However, you did that question, use Mr. Hammond. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as an evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a consistent source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Ray. We are talking about the motives here, yet you only have talked about Mr. Hammer. Hey, Judge, can I ask you something, bro? Like, you straight sit up here and straight, like, you straight be blocking shit, like, this is why I hate people. Like, you don't even know what's going on. You just a judge. Like, what? How do people even get a job for a judge? How do people know that people are good judges? Like, I'm confused. It's almost as if Mr. Hammond, who had killed D. Van Quest, not the other way around. What motive would have Miss Van Quest have? Yeah, yes, that's right. According to what you say, it would have had no reason to kill Mr. Hammond. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful man. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain to Mr. Request for murder for this. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammond who was out for blood. All Miss Van Quest did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammond was intended to kill Miss Van Quest. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammond drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammond snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai sword. Jack Hammond wore the costume to trick. Jack Hammond wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammond made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Van Quest, who had so clearly taken advantage of him all these years. Yep, she snapped. She snapped out. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call the ambulance! There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manu fell from the stairs. Manuel. Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammond was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel. Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die. Please. That had to be her boyfriend or something. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's the request? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm as collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thanks, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Real Powers is innocent. That he should be found is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. I mean, yes, Edgeworth, very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Bro, I'm so glad to be done with this episode. I think I'm gonna stop playing games in 2 weeks. I was getting too mad and too confused. This is all. The court is adjourned. I'm gonna have to edit the fuck out of this gameplay. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're okay. I'm just glad you're okay. Yeah, but it's sad. I just know that Mr. Hammond stole my costume. I know now that Hammond stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Hammond want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammond wants to put the blame on you because...
Take that!
It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was a Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammond was a big star at once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show and as a villain now to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I, man. So am I, bro. My goodness. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into the sweaty costume, man. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Ezra. You don't have to waste any time clothing, do you? No, I really want to talk. Thank you. But of course would have gotten away with it if you had stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Ezra. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I didn't expect you to meet you again after all these years. Me? Again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we had not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of unnecessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Mr. Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came to tell you. Whatever, nigga. We lost the case. Mr. Rice? Was that guy your friend? What? Friend? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, nigga? For now we are. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? They used to be cool. They had to be. And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing the incident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to the making kid shows again. Oh, Pink Princess? Ryan got a show? Nick! This is it! The new show started today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit it, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they insisted to go through with it. You have to buy the trading cards too! We have to make trading cards. We have to have trading cards with Cody and the assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that HP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real HP. Oh, y'all, I'm so glad, man. Oh, man, it's gonna be a... Man, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I say it once and I say it again. When I play this game, it's like y'all are... Like, I'm just playing the game and y'all are just watching it with me. Like, everything I feel, everything I say is so raw and real. I forget the camera is here. I'm not the camera, but I forget the mic here. I forget I be recording, all type of stuff. But this next case look kind of interesting. Edgeworth, and then a nigga up there, and then a bird. Oh shit. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna play that in like 2 weeks, bro. Of this recording, because man, this game, y'all. This game, bro. Oh no. But yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, bro. Ace Attorney Trilogy. This episode was super long. I know that I talk really fast and I mess up my words, but if you are watching this game with me, I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna have to take a break because this trial just like kind of drained me. Like, this trial took 2 days, bro. Like, I had to wait until the next day to do it. Like, okay, that's crazy. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, bro. I love y'all, bro. Hit that like and subscribe for me, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.